Beautiful people. So we are going to be doing an Aries channeling. It's Aries season, and we had a new moon in Aries, and energetically I just wanted to tap into Aries and find out what specifically Source would like you to know about the year ahead. So this is going to be a birthday reading, a channeling for my Aries. So let me know what you think. Let's get some messages for my Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. Whether you've already had a birthday or whether you're having a birthday coming up, happy. If you don't know, I do a birthday special where it's half the price for an hour session with me. So go ahead if you want to schedule a birthday reading, a personal birthday reading. Go ahead and just DM me or email me at the information below. All right, so let's find out what the year ahead, what your birthday reading channeling is. Rattle is here, purification by fire. Interesting, right? We also dropped a card, as we do. It says soul retrieval. Interesting. So one of the messages that I'm getting from my Aries is that it feels very much as you are coming back to yourself. Now, it happens on our birthdays where we take a restock, a re-evaluation of our lives. But here with soul retrieval, I believe that you're coming back to something that seems to be awakening a part of you that has been dormant or asleep for a while. Source is telling me that it's time for you to know that anything that doesn't serve you moving forward, that it should be burned in the fire. And what I mean by that is maybe you need to go into your closet and go through things that no longer feel like you and give it away. Source is telling me that it's time for you to really unburden yourself from things that no longer feel like the person that you're becoming. And this could be even habits that you have. Let's find out what else Source would like my Aries to know. Okay. Woman holding a heart, door to personal healing and happiness. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, which is your gut, which is your intuition. And then seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, where it's your connection to Source. So I'm getting very distinctly that you are having downloads. And for some of you guys, you're having aha moments. For some of you, there seems to be something that is kind of gnawing at you. It could be a conversation that you've been meaning to have with someone. It could be, there's definitely a conversation here that feels very much like until you have that conversation, you don't feel completely centered and grounded in the changes that you're implicating. So certain people need to know what you expect from them and what they should expect from you. These conversations, Source is telling me, will allow you to feel peace in your heart. And there seems to be an unsettling energy here of not feeling at peace with something. And I'm getting distinctly that there's a feeling in your gut that you need to exercise a conversation to make everything clear with everyone. Now, Mercury's retrograde, so Source says, just before having any conversation, make sure that you write it out, or have like a ghost hair on my face. So like, this is the feeling that I have for Aries. It's like there's a feeling for you of like, until you get this off your chest, until you have this conversation, until you acknowledge what you expect from somebody, or what they should know that they should expect from you, and spending time with you, living with you, relationship with you, whatever it is, there's going to be a gnawing. There's going to be this like ghost hair on your face until you find it and get rid of it, right? Like it's that kind of feeling is what Source is telling me that my Aries are meant to do and have in order to feel purified by everybody knowing where they stand. It's like having all the cards on the table. All right, what else can we tell my beautiful Aries? So, you know, this could be a larger practice for the next year of not leaving things unsaid, of conveying and communicating from exactly how you feel and not the PC version of how you feel. And I feel like burping, and to me that just, and I can't actually burp, like it's stuck. So this is how it feels in your body. And Source is like, when we leave things for too long in our body, emotions, conversations that we don't communicate, then it becomes a dis-ease within our bodies. And our bodies are constantly telling us through reactiveness, should it be, you know, like it's telling me that if you have any ailment, maybe you break out, maybe, you know, you have indigestion, maybe your body is telling you something emotional that must be acknowledged in order for you to not have your body scream at you to do this simple thing, which doesn't feel simple to you, of conveying and communicating your truth. Yeah. Your value. So Source is also saying to me, some of you guys need to ask for a raise or need to reevaluate how much you're charging for something so that you feel as if you are valued, so that you do feel like happy with the time that you spend, the exchange that you do with someone. And Source says you will feel liberated by being a warrior to your value is what I'm getting. All right, please give me more information for my Aries. Yeah. So the door to happiness and healing stems from you being disappointed that people aren't meeting you in the emotional appointments that you set for them. And this could be in your personal relationship, this could be at work, this could be with friendships, but Source is telling me it's actually across the board. And it can be rectified and simplified by expressing feeling, how you feel, how it's making you feel to not be celebrated for your birthday, or, you know, like this simple thing of sharing how you actually feel, even if it is that you feel celebrated, is liberating. And Source would like you to know that those that show up for you should be acknowledged, and those that don't should be acknowledged for how you prefer they had, is what Source is telling me. Yeah, because some of you guys are really damn fucking pissed off that certain people that you would probably consider to be family, even if they're friends, didn't show up for you in a way that you feel you would have for them if it was their birthday. And Source is telling me you don't have to do it from an angry place, and you don't have to show them how that feels in kind. Source is saying don't stoop to their level. Don't stoop to their level, but acknowledge the level that you expected, would have appreciated it, and how it made you feel, because that is important. All right, how can we close out these messages for my beautiful Aries? All right, Aries. So the year ahead is asking you to convey and communicate your heart authentically and honestly to those in your life that are main players in your life. It's time for you to feel like the people that are moving forward in your life should be main players, and Source wants you to reevaluate if they should come forward and what actually their role moving forward is. All right, let's see. Yeah, blooming abundance, right? There's also this feeling of you being paid what you deserve to be paid, not played. What else for my beautiful Aries? What else does my beautiful Aries need to know? Yeah, Source is telling me that you really don't want to be too much. This is what's interesting, okay? This is what it's telling me for my Aries. You don't want to be too much, but you don't convey and communicate how you feel until you feel energetically all tied up within you, and then you burst like a fucking volcano. And Source says, if you show appreciation, Aries, for the fact of how they've shown up, but what you would rather experience in the future. For some reason, Source has given me the example of raising your prices if, say, that you work for yourself. Show appreciation to your clients that do give you business and say, I appreciate your business and I am going to change your rates a year from now. Until then, every time that you share my name will show me that we have an appreciation for the fact that I'm keeping your rate the same and that I'm charging a new customer more. And then, that's a way for you to feel as if you're honoring me. Source says you can give people the chance to know that your rates are shifting and changing, and then honor them for sending you business. Or you could do it differently. You could say, as long as, you're consistently giving me, Source is telling me, don't make it complicated. Like I'm going into details because I'm a Capricorn and I want to solve your problems. But Source says, I don't have to solve your problems. Source is like, listen, don't get tied up in the idea that there's a right way and a wrong way to get someone to give a fuck about your feelings. People that care about your feelings, when you show up to your expectations or your leveling up, will celebrate how you would like people to celebrate you, because then you're celebrating them in the same way. Source says, if somebody becomes hostile to you remaining the way in which they're used to taking advantage of you, that is your excuse for not having to, be attached to someone that doesn't have your best interest at heart, i.e. you're rising up, you becoming more than you have been. Whether it's a job, whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, everyone should celebrate us leveling up, just as you would for your friends and family. And Source says, how you know whether or not somebody is your people, the owl knows because it watches in the dark. It watches what people do when they don't foresee you watching them and how they are actively acting. And Source wants you to be aware that remembering what people have done to you, remembering how they've treated you, is a great indicator of either the behavior has changed or they're constantly making excuses for why they can't change their behavior. And you have to ask yourself, well, why am I still choosing mediocre? Do I not believe that I'm worth it? Do I not believe I deserve the level of friendship, the level of relationship, the level of acknowledgement, the level of celebratory energy that I give to others? Do I not deserve it in return? And Source says it's time for you to retrieve your soul and let the rattle of your gut lead you to honoring yourself and being a warrior for what you deserve. Okay, so for those of you that want to know about love, I'm going to go ahead and pull a love message for you right now. Let's see. What are my Aries in love? What should my Aries know regarding love? Awakening, the number 29 is the first card that came out for you. Hope is the second card. And the third card is wisdom. Okay, so for some reason I'm getting the... Okay, so I have two messages here. The first message I'm getting is that some of you guys are dealing with somebody that has an addiction. Others of you, for some reason, it's giving me what alcoholics say in order to not be controlled by their addiction. It's a prayer, right? God, give me the strength to choose. I don't know it, and I've heard it before, but I don't remember it. Source is asking me to have you look it up. It's the sobriety prayer. I will go ahead and comment it below, or you, if you know the prayer, go ahead and comment it below. But I'm getting distinctly for those that are here in regards to love, Source wants you to know that awakening, hope, and wisdom is here, because Source says to me for you to not abandon your gut instinct regarding love. If you have a feeling somebody's not being fully truthful, you're meant to ask. You're meant to convey. You're meant to express. Source doesn't want my Aries to find themselves in a situation where they didn't advocate for a feeling that is asking them to really step into acknowledging their intuition, their gut. And it's time for you to do this across the board. And even though I'm speaking about love here, Source wants you to really trust your intuition the first time. Source really wants you to trust your intuition the first time. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the year ahead for my Aries. The bride offers herself. So Source really is telling me that you are ready to offer yourself up to a higher level of commitment in your life. And though it says the bride offers herself, what I'm seeing for my Aries is that you are offering yourself up to your destiny, to your chosen path, to the level in which it's time to level up across the board in all of your relationships, in all of your relativeness, but most importantly, with yourself in the mirror. Am I doing everything that I've set out to do that is going to make me proud of me? That is what this year is for Aries. Am I living to the potential, to my heart set desire of feeling like I'm on the path to the thing that feels the least resistant to my heart? The least resistant to my heart. And Source wants you to live with that mantra for the rest of this year. Am I living with such pure connectiveness to what my heart and my gut is telling me that I feel aligned? Even if you have to make certain agreements with yourself that you can't do something right now, but you're still allowing yourself to have the patience that you will when you can. Sometimes we make commitments and agreements with ourselves that serve one aspect of ourselves, i.e. our financial selves, let's say, so that we can then meet that dream, that expectation after we've met our financial requirements. And Source says it's okay to make commitments to things that are not like your highest and best good right now if you set a timeline for yourself, right? If you know that you're going to go back and revisit what your gut instinct knows it is meant to do. But if you know that you're going to honor your heart either way, then it doesn't matter the time frame and it doesn't matter how. It just matters that you will. All right, beautifuls. I hope this helped you. Happy birthday. I'm Nettie. I guide. If this served you, please like it. If you would love this message in regards to following your heart for the rest of the year, make sure that you claim this video by liking it. Also, as I said, I have a running special for birthdays. Go ahead and email me for that if you wish, and I will talk to you soon.